On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Stature.
The height of a human or animal body, the level of respect or reputation that a person or entity holds in a particular community.
Examples:
Stature enhancement. Short stature. A leader needs to have a stature that commands respect from their followers.
Overhang.
To extend beyond or hang over something, often creating an unwanted obstruction or threat. To be suspended or protrude over something else. Noun, a projection or extension that extends beyond the edge of a surface or structure.
Examples:
Overhang a roof. Vegetation overhang. The tree's branches overhang the fence, providing shade for the yard.
Understory. The
layer of vegetation and plant growth that grows beneath the main canopy of a forest or woodland.
Examples:
Understory vegetation. Understory habitat. The forest's understory is home to many plants and animals.
Strangle.
To choke or suffocate someone by compressing their neck, to inhibit or suppress something, such as a movement or idea.
Examples:
Strangle a cry. Strangle economic growth. The killer used his hands to strangle his victim.
Growl.
To make a low, guttural sound, usually similar to that of an animal, expressing anger, agitation, or disapproval.
Examples:
Growl menacingly. Growl a command. The dog began to growl at the stranger approaching the house.
Rustle.
To make a soft, crackling sound, like the sound caused by the movement of dry leaves or paper. To move quietly or furtively to avoid being heard or noticed.
Examples:
Rustle up a meal. Rustle paper. The leaves rustled in the wind, creating a peaceful sound in the forest.
Numb.
Unable to feel physical sensation and movement, not showing human feeling or sensitivity.
Examples:
Numb with cold. A numb mind. My left arm became numb.
Sloth.
Laziness or lack of energy or motivation to do something. A slow-moving, arboreal mammal found in Central and South America.
Examples:
Lazy sloth. Overcome sloth. The sloth's slow movements are a product of their physiology.
Claw.
A curved, pointed appendage found on the foot or leg of an animal, used for gripping or grasping. A human hand with long, narrow fingers that are curved like a claw. A machine or tool with a claw-like opening used for gripping or lifting objects.
Examples:
Claw marks. Claw hammer. The bear used its claw to catch a fish in the river.
Taxonomy.
The classification or scientific study of organisms, including their relationships to each other, based on shared characteristics and traits, a system of organizing and categorizing information in a particular field or subject area.
Examples:
Taxonomy system. Biological taxonomy. The taxonomy of insects is incredibly complex due to the huge number of species.
Epiphyte.
A plant that grows harmlessly on another plant, usually a tree or a shrub, but derives its nutrients and water from the air or rain.
Examples:
Epiphyte species. Forest epiphyte. The botanical garden opened a new tropical epiphyte gallery, showcasing some of the most beautiful air plants and orchids.
Intercept.
To stop and catch someone or something to prevent them from continuing to a destination.
Examples:
Intercept an enemy force. Intercept X-rays. It is illegal to intercept police radio.
Dissolve.
To be or cause to be absorbed by a liquid to form a part of a solution, to close down or dismiss.
Examples:
Dissolve the sugar. Officially dissolved the marriage. The political party dissolved after much internal fighting.
Temperate.
Mild or moderate in temperature or climate, exhibiting self-restraint, particularly about the consumption of food, drink, or other indulgences, showing moderation or restraint in behavior or attitude.
Examples:
Temperate grassland. Temperate behavior. The temperate climate of the region made it an ideal vacation spot.
Rainforest.
A forest rich in biodiversity that is generally found in tropical settings with heavy annual rainfall.
Examples:
Rainforest destruction. Tropical rainforest. The destruction of the rainforest is a ticking time bomb for the earth.
Moss.
A small, soft plant that grows in a low, compact layer, often on the ground or on rocks.
Examples:
Green moss. Moss garden. Moss grows in damp, shaded areas and is often found on the forest floor.
Decompose.
To break down or cause to break down over time into simpler substances or elements.
Examples:
Decompose matter. Decompose into simpler molecules. After the earthquake, many of the buildings in the city were left in ruins and began to decompose.
Arboreal.
Relating to or living in trees, characterized by the presence of trees.
Examples:
Arboreal lifestyle. Arboreal habitat. The spider monkey is an arboreal primate found in Central and South America.
Peat.
A type of soil made up of partially decayed organic matter, usually moss, that accumulates in wetlands or bogs, often used as fuel for heat and cooking in some regions of the world.
Examples:
Peat reserves, peat production. Gardeners often use peat as a soil conditioner to improve drainage and retain moisture.
Colonize.
To establish a colony in or on a specific place, to settle or occupy in large numbers.
Examples:
Colonize planets. Colonize for cultivation. European powers colonized much of the Americas in the 16th and 17th centuries.
Encroach.
To advance beyond the usual or acceptable limit gradually and often without being noticed, to infringe upon someone's territory, rights, privacy, etc.
Examples:
Encroach on the realm. Encroach on the habitat of the animal. You have no right to encroach on my leisure time.
Regenerate.
To improve or renew an area, institution, system, etc., especially by making it more active or successful.
Examples:
Regenerate bone tissue. A regenerate sinner. The new CEO's primary mission is to regenerate the company on the verge of bankruptcy.
Sequester.
To take temporary possession of someone's property until a debt is paid.
Examples:
Sequester 10% of the annual carbon emissions. Sequester myself from the world. He approved their requests to sequester the jury.
Insignificant.
Of little importance, influence, or power.
Examples:
Insignificant amount. An insignificant mistake. He made me feel small and insignificant.
Tapestry.
A piece of fabric or cloth that is woven with intricate designs or scenes, often depicting historical or mythological events, a complex or intricate story, idea, or situation.
Examples:
Colorful tapestry. Intricate tapestry design. The tapestry on the wall depicted a medieval battle scene.
Marvelous.
Causing wonder or astonishment, excellent.
Examples:
Marvelous performance. Marvelous power. The view from the top of the mountain was marvelous.
Disturb.
To interrupt someone who is trying to work, sleep, etc.
Examples:
Disturb the peace. Disturb his sleep. Tourists frequently disturb the island's delicate natural balance.
Humming.
Producing a continuous, low, vibrating sound like that of the bee.
Examples:
Humming sound. Hummingbird. The humming of the bees filled the air as she walked through the garden.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Ecologist.
A person who studies the relationships between living organisms and their environment, the state of being outside or directed toward or relating to the outside or exterior.
Examples:
Behavioral ecologist. Forestry ecologist. The forestry ecologist studied the interactions between the different species in the forest's ecosystem.
Reconnect.
To connect again after a break or interruption.
Examples:
Reconnect a telephone. Reconnect with family. After a long period of estrangement, they reconnected with each other.
Unveil.
To reveal or make something publicly known, especially for the first time.
Examples:
Unveil a monument. Unveil a comprehensive plan. The company plans to unveil its new product at the trade show next week.
Disseminate.
To spread or distribute widely, especially information or ideas, to scatter or disperse.
Examples:
Disseminate propaganda. Disseminate knowledge. It is important to disseminate accurate information to the public to prevent false rumors from spreading.
Preach.
To deliver a religious or moral message to an audience.
Examples:
Preach the gospel. Preach to the masses. The pastor preached about the importance of forgiveness.
Treetop.
The uppermost part of a tree, where the leaves or branches grow out from the trunk, the highest point of elevation within a forested area.
Examples:
Treetop view. Climb treetop. The drone captured breathtaking footage of the forest treetops from above.
Barbecue.
A cooking method or apparatus that uses open flames or heated coals to grill or smoke meat, fish, or vegetables. A social gathering or meal characterized by outdoor grilling or barbecuing of food.
Examples:
Barbecue sauce. Barbecue grill. The barbecue at the park was a hit with all the families who attended.
Seamstress.
A woman who sews, especially one who earns her living by sewing.
Examples:
Seamstress shop. Skilled seamstress. My grandmother is a talented seamstress and can sew anything from curtains to dresses.
Tweak.
To pinch or squeeze something sharply, to adjust something finely.
Examples:
Tweak his cheek. Tweak the economy. He didn't tweak the plan even though he had time.
Confluence.
The point at which two or more streams or rivers come together, a gathering of people or things at a particular location or moment.
Examples:
Arterial confluence. Confluence of ideas. A confluence of two smaller streams formed the river.
Troupe.
A group of actors, dancers, or performers who work together as a team, typically in a theatrical or musical production.
Examples:
Troupe rehearsal. Circus troupe. The theater troupe is performing Hamlet this weekend.
Capacitor.
A device that is placed inside electronic equipment such as televisions and radios, and that stores electrical charge.
Examples:
Capacitor load. AC capacitor. Hundreds of ceramic capacitors are used in a single smartphone.
Biome.
A major ecological community characterized by particular plant and animal species adapted to a specific climate and geographic region, such as desert, tundra, or rainforest.
Examples:
Biome conservation. Marine biome. The rainforest is one of the most diverse biomes on the planet.
Oboe.
A musical instrument of the woodwind family with a narrow conical bore, double reed, and a piercing, high-pitched sound.
Examples:
An alto oboe. Oboe reed. The oboe player was tuning her instrument before the concert.
Duke.
A noble title given to the highest-ranking hereditary nobleman in certain countries, a male ruler of a particular region or territory, a leader or influential person in a specific field or profession.
Examples:
The Duke of York. Duke's residence. Prince Philip held the title of Duke of Edinburgh for many decades.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Incarcerate.
To put or keep somebody in prison or in a place from which they cannot escape.
Examples:
Incarcerate the murderer. Incarcerate her for life. He was incarcerated for the duration of the war.
Evergreen.
Of plants, retaining its leaves or foliage throughout the year, figuratively, enduring, perennial, or constant.
Examples:
Evergreen classic. Evergreen shrub. The evergreen trees in the forest stay green all year round.
Overwhelm.
To defeat someone or something by using a great deal of force, to have a strong emotional effect on somebody.
Examples:
He was overwhelmed with gratitude. Overwhelm opponents by numbers. Too much variety may overwhelm and confuse viewers.
Warden.
A person responsible for the supervision and management of a particular place, such as a prison, a national park, or a university campus.
Examples:
Warden duties. Forest warden. The warden of the prison made sure that the inmates followed the rules.
Recycle.
To sort and collect things to process them and produce valuable materials that can be used again.
Examples:
Recycle the cardboard boxes. Recycle milk packaging into new paper. We largely recycle the circuit board of cell phones because they contain a lot of valuable metals.
Beekeeper.
A person who keeps bees either for their honey or to pollinate crops.
Examples:
Beekeeper hat. Local beekeeper. My neighbor is a professional beekeeper who sells honey at the local farmers market.
Inmate.
A person who is confined to an institution, such as a prison, hospital, or mental health facility.
Examples:
Inmate population. Inmate rights. The prison implemented a new educational program for inmates to learn skills and prepare for life after release.
Amphibian.
A cold-blooded animal that can live both on land and in water.
Examples:
Amphibian species. Amphibian habitat. Scientists are concerned about the rapid decline in amphibian populations around the world.
Captivity.
The situation in which a person or animal is kept in prison or a space that they cannot escape from.
Examples:
Escape from captivity. Animals in captivity in the zoo. Pandas rarely breed in captivity.
Tadpole.
The aquatic larval stage of a frog or toad, characterized by a long tail and gills for breathing underwater.
Examples:
Tadpole stage. Tadpole development. I saw a tadpole swimming in the pond during my morning walk.
Nurture.
To take care of, feed, and protect someone or something while they are growing and developing.
Examples:
Nurture love. Nurture his talents. Schools should nurture children's mutual interest spirit.
Augment.
To increase the size, extent, quantity, etc. of something by adding something to it.
Examples:
Augment the reality. Augment immunity. Economic factors and monetary policy augmented inflation.
Inward.
Directed or facing towards the inside, inside or inward looking.
Examples:
Inward peace. Inward cargo. The inward motion of the tide was gradually slowing down.
Ken.
Knowledge, perception, understanding, or range of sight. Verb, to be aware of or know.
Examples:
Within my ken. Ken of the person. He had a good ken of the city and could easily find his way around.
Gore.
To pierce with a sharp object, causing injury or death. Noun, coagulated blood from a wound.
Examples:
Gore him with a weapon. Gore scene. The hunter gored the deer with an arrow.
Clap.
To hit your hands together and make a short and loud noise, mainly to show your approval or praise.
Examples:
Clap my hands. Clap a book shut. We clapped along with the singer's song.
Duress.
The use of force, coercion, or threat to compel someone to do something against their will, a condition of being forced or constrained to act or behave in a certain way.
Examples:
Compelled by duress. Act of duress. The hostage made a false confession under duress.
Denominator.
The number below the line in a fraction.
Examples:
Common denominator. Different denominators. The first step is to rationalize the denominator of a fraction.